Honda CRF250 Rally. Honda CRF250L. Which one's better? We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it on the Rant and Ride.
I woke up with a big old pile of money. All you KTM guys, come on, I'm Team Warren. Don't think I'm coming down on you. I, on the other hand, and you on the other hand, and a lot of people on the other hand, why don't we have a 450? As a competitor to a lot of bikes.
But here's my thinking. Hey guys, Joe here, 690ADV, 690 Garage, 690ADV.com. How we doing today, YouTubers, guys, gals, kids? All is well, I hope. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe now. We really could use your help. It's awesome. We're growing. And comments. We love comments. Good, bad, or indifferent. I don't care what you say. Just put them in there. Let us know. Tell us what you think. Tell me, am I right? Am I wrong? Can you add to what I'm saying? Can you... anything. Help me out. Like I said, I don't know everything, but with everybody's help, I will. So I do appreciate it because I do try to absorb as much as I possibly can from subscribers and non-subscribers, just watching the videos and just putting in their 2 cents, which is awesome because that's what I love. I love getting the 2 cents and the information from other riders that are out there because that's what it's about, helping everybody. And what you do write about in the comment section will probably help somebody somewhere down the road. Anyway, back to what we're talking about. We're talking about the 250 Rally. We're talking about the CRF250L from Honda. And is one really better than the other? And if it is, which one? Or which one do you think is better? Do you own a Rally? Do you own just the L series of the Honda dual sport bike in the 250 classification? And if you do, put some comment action down there for me. Blow it up. Put it in there. Let me know what you love, hate, what you've done to it, and what makes it better than the other bike. Or what does it make it better than any of the other bikes? But we're really talking about the two dual sport bikes and which one is better than the other. Well, let's get into both of them. Well, they're both built on the exact same platform frame. They're pretty much the same engine from what information I've got, 249 cc's. I do know a lot of the things that you get for the L, you can get for the Rally. And the Rally is really cool. Like I said, it's not mine that you saw in my other videos, which you can check that out if you'd like to. It's in the Rant and Ride playlist. The Rally is really pretty cool, but you can definitely see where they built that bike for the street. You can see where they built that bike for the street. And it sits up about a ½ an inch taller. I think it's at 10.5 inches in clearance, or at least the center clearance is on it. And the L is right at 10, so it does have a little bit more clearance, but does that necessarily make it better? Does that make it better? Especially like in an off-road? Yeah, I mean, it could. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference, but I do think it could help in certain situations, depending on what your skill level is and where you're going and where you're riding and all that type of stuff. So, that being said, that's kind of a plus for the CRF250 Rally, that it does have a little bit more clearance. What about turning radius? I know that my CRF250L, and I've ridden both, has more turning radius. Not a ton more turning radius, but it does have more turning radius than that Rally. And it sits a little better too. It feels more comfortable. It just feels more comfortable. I'm gonna go my little dirt area. I'm just gonna kind of ride, see what they got, see if they've done any changes. It's just kind of fun. But anyway, the Rally just feels a little bit more top heavy. And that's because it is. It's 25 pounds heavier, or right at 25 pounds more heavier. And does that make a big deal? Some people, not. Some people, yes. So you tell me, does 25 pounds make a huge difference in whether you like it or don't like it? To me, the seats Neither one of them are great. I really think you need an aftermarket, like a Seat Concepts or you know, or something. I don't care if it's a Corbin, Seat Concepts, but you need something to get that seat to where it is comfortable enough if you're going to try to travel on that bike. So, it's the rally is pretty corked up. Now my CRF250L has been modded. It's been actually modded pretty good. I have a mapping computer. God, it's night and day. It'll smoke that rally. So that's not totally fair. I think you can get that exact same mapping computer for the rally, and that would help out a lot. But then again, you got the muffler. They kind of gave it that fake, you know, aftermarket muffler look. It is not an aftermarket muffler. It's very corked up. It doesn't have a ton of power. Now, is it, you know, like severely hindered? Not severely, but it's not great, you know? So definitely needs an aftermarket muffler. So there's quite a few things that you need to do to that motorcycle, or at least the Rally, in my opinion, to get it to where it is basically, you know, off-road ready. You know, off-road ready and ready to rock and roll. Now, moving on from that, so that's an upgrade that I think you're going to have to do. Now, you're getting into the looks of the bike. Now, anybody's going to tell you that you sit and you look at that Rally, it's gorgeous, man. It is just a gorgeous bike. It's really pretty, and pretty equals expensive. So, the CRF250L has your standard dirt bike package. It's not really expensive to replace those plastics. So, it's not a big deal. But that Rally that I rode, not less than a week after I did that ride and light review on that bike, the gentleman that owns that bike laid it down in the gravel. Hit the front brake on accident, and it just washed out, and boom, it just scuffed and scratched and broke the storage blocker on the back, and it's just not as pretty as it was. So now you've got all these scuffed up, and that's okay, because those are kind of like little love scars for that bike, but it takes away from the prettiness. So you got to go in and you got to basically crash guard. You're adding more weight to the bike to protect it, do all those extra things that you're going to do if you want to go ride it and you want to keep it pretty. Whereas the CRF250L, it's that classic dirt bike, man. It just looks kind of cool, you know. It's classic, man. I love the look of it. And the Rally's beautiful. I hate that light. I just don't like it. I think it's just goofy looking. I like this, just the regular old CRF light that comes on the L, and it's just, I don't know, I just think it looks cooler, in my opinion. I really do like that classic dirt bike look. I just think it makes it look more tough, if that makes sense. And any of these rally bikes that they're coming out with, what they're doing is they're giving them a facelift that makes it look Dakar-ish. If you don't know what the Dakar is, it's basically, it's a super crazy, awesome endurance motorcycle race. And if you haven't, check it out, Dakar.com. It's amazing. I follow it every year. I love it. Go KTM. Go KTM. So with that being said, on the two bikes, the basic, there's not much difference between those two bikes. I mean, they're pretty much the same. You know, in short, the L is basically a Rally without all the Q plastics. So with that being said, on those two bikes, my personal opinion, they're the same, essentially, but they need modifications and upgrades. So anyway, with that being said, there's everybody sitting in a chillin', and you're just going to have to make some upgrades to either bike. So I'm not just saying the Rally, I'm saying the L2. They're really, really corked up bikes. And with those two bikes, you're going to have to do some modifications if you're a serious rider and you seriously want to pack all your stuff on the back and you want to camp like I do, not just run dry with nothing on. you're gonna have to do some modifications to make that bike do what it needs to do. And you can do it, it just will make it better, okay? It's gonna make the bike better. I don't think it needs much as far as the suspension, either bike. I think they're not too bad. They're a little soft, but they're doable, totally doable. The power of the engine can be mapped differently, which will give it enough power. I'm talking both bikes. So I'm not coming down. I had somebody tell me they thought that I started out with the Rally, loving it, and then I just turned around and I just body slammed it, and I just kind of just discredited the whole bike for all the stuff. And that's not how it went down. I did not do that. I know I did not do that. If you watch the video, I'm just saying, in my opinion, these are the things that I feel needs to be done to that bike. So if you want to check that video out, go check it out, and you tell me, make a comment, and tell me if I'm dissing the bike. I'm not dissing the bike. I'm just saying that the bike, it needs a little love. My CRF250L got lots of love, in my personal opinion. And I can state everything that's in there. I don't particularly want to list all the upgrades. Those are my upgrades. You do what upgrades are, what you want to do and what's good for you. Those are the things. I needed a little bit more power, okay? I need a little bit more power. I needed better pegs, because the pegs are just garbage on these bikes when they come out. They're just not very good. You know, there's just things you got to do. There's no windscreen on them. Now, the Rally does come with a windscreen. They did a fabulous job of that windscreen. But I put that Baja on there. It's a great windscreen. It's actually in there. You can go and see where to go buy it from. It's not too much. What else? I hate those big dumpy fenders in the back. I just hate them. I think they're dumb. They're going to get ripped off anyway. So just get a fender eraser or find something that's comparable in the dirt. If you're a dirt guy. If you're not a dirt guy and you're just going to ride it on the road, then you're good. But don't think that you're going to ride that off-road and it's going to last. It's not. It is not going to last. So, I don't like that. I'm not a fan of crash guards. I'm a fan of, you know what? Get the right plastics. Like my 690, it doesn't cost a whole lot to fix these plastics. The CRF250L, the plastics are cheap. They're not going to be cheap on that Rally. So you might want to get a crash guard if you don't want to feel like, you know, you have to, you know, it's got to be pretty 24/7. So anyway, skid plate, yada yada yada. You know the rest of it. So to me, when it comes down to it, there is a clear winner. My opinion, everybody, my opinion. You tell me yours in the comments. The CRF250L. That's my opinion. It's a winner. And let me tell you how close it was. It was so close because the bikes are pretty much identical, but that 25 pounds is a big deal. My gear loaded up is about 37 pounds. And hey, story moto action. And yeah, it's the weight. That's it. Other than that, man, I'd take either bike. I think they are just fantastic. They're awesome bikes. And you win either way. You totally win either way, in my opinion. So, but that's the only reason that it wins, is it's sheerly on the weight. That 25 pounds is a big deal. And I tell you what, and it came down to it because I love the extra gallon of fuel that's on there. They got that right. But that weight is a big deal for me. So that's the only reason that one wins. It's not like it's a runaway or anything like that. So two fabulous bikes. I think you'd love either one of them. I think if you're really going to do a more dirt, you definitely go with that CRF250L. I think it's more dirt oriented than the Rally, but either or is going to do the job for you. Anyway, my name's Joe. 690 690 Garage, and I appreciate you tuning in. You guys have a great day. Leave some comments, give us a thumbs up, and subscribe. I appreciate you. You have a good one.